Have you ever been a nanny?
This is my first live-in job.
Well, I hope you know what you're doing.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Ben and Jason video cast. I'm Jason.
I'm Ben.
And this week we take a look at the horror movie
The Turning,
starring Mackenzie Miles and Finn Wolfhard, who you may recognize from the Netflix series
The Walking Dead.
Nope. Stranger Things, but that was close.
Okay. They're the ones with the meth, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So Mackenzie Davis plays Kate, who has been given a job to be a nanny for two young kids, Miles and Flora.
Or in Europe, kilometers.
I see what you did there, and I like it. So she has been given the task to care for these or be their nanny. So two kids who has lost their parents tragically
And
mysteriously are living in this huge mansion in Maine, and it's the classic haunted house look, classic haunted house.
It reminds me of the mansion in the original 1963's The Haunting.
Yeah. It does.
Well, I really did. In fact, when I was first watching it, I thought, did they use some of the building from that second, some of the walls and stuff? I know it probably wasn't, but it really reminded me of that old style Gothic American architecture.
And Kate, as actually the nanny before her, had left, and also left like a notebook for the future nanny, I suppose, and inside of it was detailed about another worker on the property who had sexually harassed her, and but that guy who was the worker had also mysteriously been killed.
Yeah,
but
by
was still
the elderly lady.
By the elderly lady who took his life to protect the kids, is what she said.
And so he, apparently you think he's the antagonist, the evil spirit that's haunting the place and wants Kate.
So at one point throughout the movie, Kate confronts the nanny about this, and the nanny, or the older nanny.
Yeah, nanny?
Sure.
No nanny.
Yeah, young nanny? She actually takes the tumble over the stair railing and gets killed. So that frees up Kate Mackenzie Davis to try to get out of the mansion alive.
With the kids,
with the kids, which is kind of weird because when it first starts, it shows
the first nanny couldn't escape.
Exactly, she couldn't escape, and then the house is almost trying to keep this nanny.
Yeah, shutting the gates as she's trying to cross.
Yeah, which I don't understand, because at probably an hour or so into the movie, Kate actually
can come and go as she pleases.
Yeah, she actually exits the property and goes into town to make a phone call.
Well, see, that's the thing. I think this film has a lot of continuity issues with it, and even like at the end of it, it does a almost like, oh wait, it was all a dream type. I mean, it just reverses all that you just watched and expected. Kate also has a mother in a psych institution, and that mother is somehow, apparently at the end of the film, somehow connected to all this, as if Kate, it's one of those, like, was she projecting herself into this mess, or her spirit? I don't know. It's just confusing, but it ends in that psych ward.
Yeah, I mean, with Kate's mom being in a mental institution, and then Kate experiencing all these things, and you don't really know if it's really happening to Kate, or if she's just imagining it because she's also,
or if she's the one that the kids are afraid of. Like if she's off her kilter and she comes to work and
she's the one, she's actually been the nanny, and she's the one that did all this evil stuff to begin with. So I think, like Ben said, though, a lot of continuity issues with the movie, but I do think that Mackenzie Davis plays Kate pretty well, and Finn Wolfhard did a really good job at portraying Miles. kilometers. But so I think the acting was actually pretty spot on. It's very difficult to make a good horror movie.
Yeah.
Because this is just a bunch of jump scares.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't really make you think about it's just.
It just happens, and you kind of know. If you've watched any films that have weird, creepy kids, you've seen this one. If you have films that have a nanny, or some young woman trying to figure out what's going on in a house or by herself, you get the vibes. I mean, I enjoyed it up until near the very end, and then I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't.
Exit stage left.
And most of the people I met didn't like it, but that shouldn't stop you from watching it.
So, when we were in the theater though, and we were watching this movie, I thought probably around halfway through, I thought this is actually going to be a decent horror movie because it's so difficult to find any kind of good horror.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have
genres.
teens doing drugs and get killed by somebody all the time.
I mean, it's like, oh, hell, been done. But so I thought this one actually had some potential, and I liked it up until the end. I mean, I didn't really care much for the ending where Kate ends up in a psych ward alongside her mother because it didn't actually bring the film together. It just made it more confusing.
Yeah.
Because you would think that the ending would have been her finding the evil within the house, killing it,
and rescuing the kids.
And then like maybe go into the future like 10 years and then show them like still.
Or, I mean, you'd think that Miles might have the spirit of the bad dude that did all that. I mean, that was what I was also getting at. He was possessed at least on certain points.
Yeah, because he was actually acting up. He had been kicked out of private school.
Bashing a kid's head in. So, and Kate actually covered, like they called there, I guess, the mansion to tell the caretaker, that's what she is, she's a caretaker, about him being expelled from school, and Kate kind of covers that up because she wants to deal with the kids herself instead of them being punished. So, and this is based on the book The Turn of the Screw.
Yes, which The Turn of the Screw though didn't have the ending like this. They kind of went off the rails on the end because The Turn of the Screw actually made sense at the end.
Yeah.
A little side note. So read the book, then watch the movie. Which you should be doing that anyway. You should always read the book first. Don't read the book after.
Or have someone read to you, like your mom, or.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't read,
You're illiterate.
So Ben, on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, what do you give the movie?
I'm gonna give it a 3. Average across the board.
Average. I also would give it a 3.
Well, an average score.
An average score from
Ben and Jason.
From the Ben and Jason video cast. So, I mean, I can't really see going any more than it. I gave it a 3 because of the acting and because of the set.
Yeah.
But other than that, but let us know what you think. And be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe.
And until next time, film aficionados.
This has been the Ben and Jason video cast.
Woo!
We'll see you next time.
Woo!